Hey, what's going on, crypto people? Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Wow, what an exciting time to be in the digital asset space. So guys, listen, this is going to be a different video than I normally do. Being that I know that a lot of new people are coming to the space, I wanted to do a video for some people that are new to the space and trying to figure out, yeah, I know this whole thing, I know this whole Bitcoin thing, but what other things are out there, right? And so this video is for you guys trying, looking to get into the digital asset space. So before you buy XRP, you definitely want to watch this. All right, guys. So this is going to be something a little bit different from what I normally do, but I'm really, really excited to share with you guys. And I hope that you enjoy the content. So first of all, let's look at something that is important to pay attention to, right? And so I definitely recommend, if you're new to the space, to go to LiveCoinWatch.com. They do a really, really good job of kind of displaying the different assets, and they talk, sharing the market cap and sharing the 24-hour volume and the liquidity and the prices as well. And so that you'll notice here that they have listed the top 50 digital assets, right? Top 50. And this is in terms of market cap, right? That's how they do it in terms of market cap. It doesn't mean that they're the best 50 coins. It just means that they have the top 50 in terms of market cap, right? In terms of the market cap. So, and XRP sits at number 3. It's been number 3 for a long, long time. Every now and then it goes to number 2. It, supplants Ethereum, but it's been number 3 for a good while. And so it sits at 31 cents today. But what is XRP, right? And so we're going to go into that, and we're going to talk a little bit about the company that is behind and driving the XRP ecosystem, and that is Ripple. And we're going to just share some stuff. And I really wanted to do it 2 ways. So I'm going to share a little bit from ripple.com. Here's their website. So I'm going to share a little from them, right? And I'm going to share more from what I think is more apropos, and that's third party, right? Just both myself and Ripple, right? We can tend to be a little bit more on the biased side, right? Right? Because I'm a big fan of Ripple, the company, and everyone over at Ripple in San Francisco. And obviously, I am a holder of what I believe to be the greatest digital asset ever created, in XRP. So I can come with a certain level of bias, right? So we're going to share something third party, talking about both XRP and the company Ripple. So instantly move money to all corners of the world. Again, this is on ripple.com. Another great site if you want to do your own homework and do your own due diligence is ripple.com/insights. Global payments should be easy. Too often global payments are costly, unreliable, and slow. The underlying systems are fragmented and complex. RippleNet offers the most advanced blockchain technology for global payments, making it easy for financial institutions to reach a trusted growing network of 300 plus providers across 40 plus countries and 6 continents. And the RippleNet is a network of banks, financial institutions, SMIs, right, for cross-border payments. So that's a little bit from kind of their overall mission. And then I'm going to share their story, and then I'm going to get to really what I believe should be the more significant part, right? Our company enabling the world to move value like it moves information today. How we got here, leadership, investors, and who runs on Ripple, right? So here it is, how we got here. This is Chris Larsen, who is the chairman and founder of Ripple, right? Chris Larsen. Today's global payments infrastructure has more in common with the outdated postal system than this generation's internet. Recognizing this friction in payments, our founders established Ripple with the idea of using blockchain technology and digital assets to enable financial institutions to send money across borders instantly, reliably, and for fractions of a penny. This unification of the underlying infrastructure that ties institutions and providers together not only helps our customers grow their business, but also helps enable the world to move money like information. And the reason why I decided to, take my hard-earned cash and put it into XRP is because that message, that pain point for me was real, right? You know, we send money a lot, right? And the fees to use a service like MoneyGram or Western Union was unbelievable, right? And so, you know, obviously, and we run a couple of businesses, right? And so, you know, being able to send money and receive money, you know, these 3 to 5 business days, right? These pain points resonated. It made sense to me from that standpoint. So for a company to look to solve and address those kind of issues and to literally build an ecosystem that moves money the same way email is done, the same way, right? To me, that made sense. And that's why I decided to, you know, participate in, you know, taking my money and put it in XRP. So what makes us unique? Real customers, real products. This is Brad Garlinghouse here over to the left, who is the CEO of Ripple, right? Really, really smart guy and a good communicator as well. So I like that. So real customers, real products. The best digital asset built for payments. While all the financial institutions on our network enjoy faster, lower cost global payments, those who use the digital asset XRP to source liquidity can do so in seconds. XRP is quicker, less costly, and more scalable than any other digital asset. And I think the thing probably is most important is the scalability that it is able to do. To me, that is the thing that is most important. Financial institutions will probably love the speed and probably love the cost. But when you're talking about a big one, right? Big institution, like maybe the FX or derivatives market, scalability is going to be at a premium, right? And so you're going to want to do that. So this is just to kind of give you an idea. And then I'm going to go to the third party. Founded in 2012 to realize the vision of for the Internet of Value. So SBI Ripple Asia is owned by Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao in Japan. He created something called SBI Ripple Asia. He's actually I think the largest shareholder in Ripple, the company. So Interledger Protocol is another product built by Ripple. They actually created it and gifted it to the W3C. And the people from the W3C essentially oversee and run the internet. Interledger Protocol, IOP, launches to ensure interoperability among all blockchain and legacy technology. So it's any kind of network, any kind of technology. And then the RippleNet committee was formed. And just this is a great timeline, 100 plus, you know, obviously they got more than that. And so they don't have the years on here, but it went from 100 plus on RippleNet to 200 plus, right? And so RippleNet committee was formed. On-demand liquidity is another product sold by Ripple, the company that they created that uses XRP. Customers on RippleNet use XRP to source liquidity on demand. Spring was established. MoneyGram using ODL, 300 plus customers. UBRI to support and accelerate academic research, technical development and innovation in blockchain. That was essentially, they put something together to partner with and collaborate with major universities to develop things on the ledger, the XRP Ledger, and DLT. So let's go to something that I think is really important. I came across something from this company here, Grayscale, which is a subsidiary of a company called Digital Currency Group. And why I think this is important, because again, this is third party. We're talking about a serial investor in Barry Silbert, who got into the digital asset space in early 2013 and built some hugely successful companies around it. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Digital Currency Group, then I'll talk a little bit about Grayscale, who really goes in depth about XRP. Digital Currency Group was launched in 2015 by Barry Silbert, who previously founded Second Market Inc. He began investing in Bitcoin companies, which is basically digital asset companies, in 2013. First as an angel investor, providing funding for many of the earliest companies, including Coinbase, BitPay, and Ripple. So Barry Silbert was an early investor in the company Ripple. Okay. In 2015, Barry Silbert sold Second Market to the NASDAQ. Shortly after Second Market's sale, Silbert formed Digital Currency Group with Genesis Trading and Grayscale becoming the first of the company's subsidiaries. Okay, and we're going to go now to Grayscale. Grayscale, which is the company that did this in-depth introduction to XRP, which we're going to cover, was established in 2013. Grayscale is a digital currency investing firm. Grayscale also manages the Grayscale Bitcoin Investment Trust, which was the first publicly quoted security solely invested in and deriving value from the price of Bitcoin when it launched in 2013. The trust trades under the symbol GBTC. Okay, so now let's go to an article about Grayscale, and I think this is important to kind of note. Grayscale, investment company, right? Digital assets. 217 million was invested into Grayscale as Grayscale marks its best week following a nationwide commercial launch. So Grayscale company launched the ad introducing the masses to digital assets. And after they ran that ad, the average Joe and the average Jane, right? The individual, they went and spent $217 million investing into the different trust over in digital asset that this company launched. I think that's important to note. So here's Grayscale, and here are the trusts, quote unquote, that they have, right? And so for you and I, we can call them up and say, look, we have some certain this amount of money. Maybe it's in a 401k, maybe it's in a self-directed IRA, right? Maybe it's in a savings. Maybe you're cashing in some stuff that you had and you want to put it into digital assets. And this is something that Grayscale offers. You can find them at grayscale.co. They have a Bitcoin trust. They have a Bitcoin Cash trust, Ethereum trust, Ethereum Classic Trust, Horizon, Litecoin, Stellar, you get my point, XRP, which is the digital asset that Ripple and created or is growing and driving, and Zcash Trust. So actually XRP was created early in the day by OpenCoin, turned into Ripple, and they gifted Ripple, the company, a certain amount of XRP. So Grayscale investment in the news. So let's go over the XRP Trust that Grayscale, as a third party again, shared for everyone to learn more about what is XRP. I think this is a great place to find some information. An introduction to XRP by Grayscale. XRP is the native digital currency supported by the XRP Ledger, the underlying peer-to-peer payment network that allows for near instantaneous transactions across the world. Together, XRP and the XRP Ledger were designed to address liquidity challenges faced by financial institutions using traditional payment channels like i.e. SWIFT, ACH, and the FedWire system. By providing the means for fast, secure, and low-cost conversions between varying units of value, like commodities, fiat currencies, and other digital assets. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't know about the XRP Ledger, that it can move anything of value. It's not just fiat dollars. It's not just digital assets like XRP, but it's commodities, derivatives, anything of value can be put on that ledger and moved through the ledger utilizing XRP. The network has the potential to capture significant value from a global payments market worth an estimated $2 trillion. It was first conceptualized in 2004 by Ryan Fugger, and after several iterations, the network was formally launched in August of 2013, led by the founders of the private company known as Ripple. By design, XRP is unlike many of its digital currency counterparts. Instead of a supporting blockchain protocol, it uses the XRP Ledger to validate transactions by requiring network participants to reach consensus. In addition, the development and maintenance of the technology is partially overseen by Ripple, which is founded through their own reserves of XRP and by private investments from influential investors, including Andreessen Horowitz, Google Ventures, Digital Currency Group, and Pantera Capital. So again, these are major players, right? Investing in the company Ripple which Ripple has said time and time again, the greatest asset that they hold is XRP. So XRP Ledger technology is also integrated with a unique subset of Ripple's products and services, i.e. RippleNet and on-demand liquidity. Two different things. There's RippleNet, and then there's the on-demand liquidity tool. So targeted specifically for financial institutions. These factors have propelled XRP's increasing adoption as a global payment rail and helped to establish XRP as the third largest digital asset in the ecosystem by market cap. And just kind of give you some summary of the statistics, which I think is great. Network is the XRP Ledger protocols consensus, which is different than proof of work and is different than proof of stake protocols. Inception of the network is 2012, price then 30 cents, 12 billion market cap. Circulating supply is 43 billion. Max supply is 100 billion, and that's all that will ever be created. It's 100 billion. Average transaction time, 5 seconds. I believe it's more closer to 3 seconds, but we'll go with 5. Sector is in the global payments, right? So a brief history of XRP. The Ripple project emerged in 2004 in the form of Ripple Pay, a decentralized peer-to-peer payments platform intended to replace financial intermediaries. It was created by Ryan Fugger, who hypothesized that Ripple, the digital currency back then, they actually called XRP Ripple, the digital currency native to the platform that has since been renamed to XRP, would be preferred to regular money for its ease of use and cost efficiency. Early on, it failed to gain mainstream acceptance and growth was stagnant for years after its formation. In 2011, Jet McCaleb began to devise a similar payment system, and over the following year was joined by David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, Arthur Britto, and Chris Larson. In 2012, they approached Fugger and took over the Ripple project with the intent of addressing fundamental issues with incumbent financial institutions and other digital assets at the time. Inspired by early works in distributed consensus network, the team invented the original XRP Ledger, and with the help of Noah Young, the Ripple protocol consensus algorithm, to create a system that would process transactions more quickly and securely. I love the history that they have here. Again, great point and reference, right? In September 2012, the team went on to found a privately owned organization called OpenCoin. Prior to this, a fixed amount of 100 billion XRP was created and allocated amongst the founders in an unknown distribution. The founders agreed that no more XRP would be produced and recognized that the technology would need capital to accelerate development, and consequently granted 80 billion XRP to the organization in a collective effort, while also using seed funding raised from initial investors. Today, the company overseeing the development of XRP Ledger is known as Ripple. It is headquartered in San Francisco and was named one of Fortune's 2019 best places to work in Silicon Valley. Ripple raised $55 million in its Series V funding round in September of 2016. RippleNet, an institutionally supported global payment network that integrates XRP Ledger with a subset of products and services, is now comprised of over 300 financial institutions. Like for example, banks, payment providers, brokers, unions, that serves as independent users and transaction validators. Led by Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO, the current Ripple CEO, okay, the company is equipped with an experienced team of developers and financial resources to expand the capabilities of XRP, and it's a company technology. So let's talk a little bit about the digital asset XRP. The developers of XRP and XRP Ledger designed a protocol to challenge existing financial systems and alternative digital currencies. XRP sought to eliminate high transaction fees, and the long processing times driven by institutions. And like most digital assets, addresses the double spending problem, which is when third parties are needed to monitor, counterfeited money or forged transactions. Developers integrated features including a consensus algorithm and escrow schedule in lieu of a blockchain protocol and mining rewards. So and just a little bit of a history is that a lot of people don't know that David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, and Stefan Thomas were back in the days of Bitcoin. So they were around in the days of Bitcoin. I mean, David Schwartz literally has a patent in 1998 around blockchain technology, 1998. Okay, David Schwartz does, and so CTO of Ripple. And Stefan Thomas came on board. Stefan Thomas was actually a guy working on Bitcoin, working to improve it. He would literally work and put something together to actually improve upon Bitcoin. So those two guys, along with Arthur Britto, Jeb McHale, they came together to say, look, they sat down, what are the inherent flaws in Bitcoin? What are the flaws there? And how can we improve upon it? And they got together, started putting together the ILP eventually, then they went on and did put together the XRP Ledger, okay, again, saying this is a better protocol than the blockchain protocol. And they put something together called a consensus algorithm. And that has been the game changer in the digital asset space, right? So, as well as incorporated a suite of commercial financial products. In doing so, XRP has gained momentum amongst both financial institutions and individual users, right? And so XRP Ledger, again, is very, very important to understand what that is. The XRP Ledger is an open source distributed ledger that uses cryptography to store, transfer, and trade assets. A decentralized network of participants validate transactions in a process called consensus. The network nodes independently update their version of the ledger and come together to vote on the correct order of transactions. Once a majority of the nodes agree, a new ledger is created and adopted as the correct version. This consensus algorithm differs from proof of work like Bitcoin and currently Ethereum proof of work, or proof of stake blockchain protocols used in most other digital currency networks. It's different than proof of work, it's different than proof of stake. A proof of work or proof of stake network is built so that participants are competing over rewards for uploading a transaction on the blockchain. Conversely, in a consensus network, competition amongst participants does not exist. And I think overall, it was one of the genius moves that they could have made. When there's that challenge with competition, like, right? And you throw in an incentive to compete, like money, I think will always lead to challenges. So competition amongst participants does not exist in the consensus, as the primary incentive for honest transaction validation is based on trust and the vested interest of participants in the network. In other words, they're validating transactions because they want to make sure that the network is safe, sound, secure, and efficient without money being a factor, without being incentivized, putting dollars in their pockets as an incentive. And I just think that when you take that money thing out, you take it out of the equation, I think it lends to a better overall system because the people were there for the good of the network. And I just think that's hugely, hugely important. So absence of the mining rewards, which is proof of work, proof of stake, because you get rewards, if you will, for mining proof of work, right? So I think that's just hugely important. At inception, 100 billion XRP was created by Schwartz, McCaleb, and Britto, and fixed to the maximum supply cap, 80 billion of which was allocated in the form of a grant to create what is known today as Ripple. The intuition behind this was to prevent arbitrary creations of money, potentially leading to hyperinflation or manipulation. So instead of mining rewards, the company utilizes an escrow mechanism to control the distribution of XRP supply. According to Ripple, approximately 50 billion XRP is currently being held in escrow. And escrow means that XRP is held in reserve until contractual or time. It's completely smart contract escrowed, right? It has the dates that it goes out. An escrow means that XRP is held in reserve until a contractual or time obligation is completed. According to the company, a maximum of 1 billion XRP will be unlocked on a monthly basis by selling to institutional investors or exchanges, and they've cut that down. The remainder from the 1 billion limit that is not sold is added back to the end of the queue and estimated time to release all XRP from escrow increases. All right, so this is, again, a great breakdown, I think, right? And it talks here about RippleNet, talks about what on-demand liquidity is. It talks about Spring, right? These are three key components for Ripple, the company. There's the RippleNet, there's the liquidity tool called on-demand liquidity, and then there's Spring. And again, as someone who may be looking to get into this digital asset space, tell me about this company, right? Does it have a CEO? Does it have a CTO? Does it have a chairman, right? Tell me about it. What do they do? Where are they? All these things are important as an investor looking to get into this space. One of the things that attracted me about Ripple, again, is because it was a company with a face to it, right? There was a place that I could drive or fly to and go and talk to some people, if you will, right? Unlike a lot of space, a lot of companies and platforms in this digital asset space, that is not the case, right? There's no number to call with Bitcoin, right? There's no one to call if something goes wrong. And that's the challenge, right? So there are three key development areas focused on the commercialization of XRP and the XRP Ledger technology for Ripple's target customer base institutions. So number one is RippleNet. RippleNet is a global network of banks, financial institutions, and payment providers integrating Ripple technologies within and alongside existing banking infrastructure to allow for fast and secure global payments, asset transfers, and settlement tracking. I like that. Working, it says Ripple technologies within and alongside banking infrastructure. So very, very important to note, right? So that you can get moving. The banking system especially is so legacy, it's so old, right? Right. So it's so old that it's actually faster to kind of work alongside it until you can eventually get it redone. So on-demand liquidity uses XRP, the digital asset, as a bridge asset for fiat-to-fiat currency transactions on RippleNet. This allows for near instantaneous liquidity at minimal cost, as long as XRP is amply available on exchanges. It is intended for emerging markets where fiat currency liquidity may be inaccessible and transaction costs are often high. Spring, which is the initiative to invest in and potentially acquire projects started by entrepreneurs that utilize XRP, the digital asset, and XRP Ledger technology. Its objective is to increase XRP usage, broaden the infrastructure supporting the XRP ecosystem, and raise awareness on the different use cases for XRP or of XRP Ledger technology. So for more information, you can go to RippleNet. There's a page there. There's one there. In addition, XRP possesses the following qualities that make it a unique digital asset network. So in addition, XRP and the XRP Ledger possess the following qualities that make it a unique digital asset network. Level of decentralization, and semi-permission, right? And so that's really kind of a great part, guys. You can go to grayscale.co to learn more about it as well. An introduction to XRP, right? You can go to ripple.com to learn more about the mission, how they all got started, some history. It is a great place for resources as well, right? There's Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO. There's Chris Lawson, the chairman, founder, right? So you can, and I think this, again, is very, very important to note that in the digital asset space, right? People that you can reach, touch, you can ask questions, you can go visit, right? This is the CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, this is Marcus Treacher, David Schwartz. Again, this is the genius behind so many of the things that they've created. David Schwartz there, CTO, Ethan Beard, he's the senior vice president of Spring, the project that goes out and actively funds and invests in projects, and right, and people that are looking to do more creative things with XRP and to do more creative things with the XRP Ledger. Very, very important, right? To develop more use cases for your assets. And these are some of the investors in the company: Ripple, Accenture, Andreessen Horowitz, CME Ventures, Core Innovation Capital, Santander, Inno Ventures, Tetragon, Standard Chartered, Seagate, Digital Ventures, and SBI Group. And so when you look at the top 10 digital assets, right, as an investor new into the space, right, you want to look at, potentially you want to say, where am I going to get the greatest bang for my buck? That's what I did from day one. Where am I going to get the best return on investment? To own one Bitcoin, it will cost you $12,155 to own one. To own one Ethereum, it'll cost you $430. Significant difference from $12,000. To own one XRP, it'll cost you currently 31 cents. 31 cents. So guys, listen, do your own homework, do your own due diligence. I strongly encourage you, if you're looking into becoming an XRP holder, go to ripple.com. Go to ripple.com/insights. Go to grayscale.co and, hopefully come to your own conclusion and where you'd like to spend your hard-earned money. All right, guys, listen, I am going to wrap up this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.